Well, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? We're on a little bit early today. I don't imagine anybody's going to be watching live. I don't know if anybody does. I think Carol Lively, I think, watches live most of the time. Hey, Carol, how are you doing? Anyway, how's your week going? It's Thursday, so let me give you three alternatives, right? Three suggestions. How's your week going? Is it productive? Is it destructive? Is it restrictive? I don't know. Can you use one of those three words to describe your week thus far? Productive, destructive, restrictive. I'm getting ready to go to a conference this morning. That's why I'm on a little bit early. Probably will be on early again tomorrow as well, because it's a 2-day conference. I'm going to see how I like it today as to whether or not I'm going to go back tomorrow. You can do those kinds of things when you're retired, as I am, right? So anyway, so tell me how your week's going. How's everything, shaken out for the week? And for me, it's been productive, and we'll see how productive it is. I'll let you know tomorrow after I attend this conference. Anyway, you've tuned into. It's early. I got to tell you, not enough coffee yet. You have tuned into Coffee with Wes. My name is Wes. I serve as the interim pastor at the First Baptist Church of Cutler, and I'm glad to be here this morning. Okay, today we're going to continue our look into John chapter 6, and we're going to see this sign that Jesus does, and this sign or this miracle. Remember, John calls the miracles signs because each miracle that he does points to who he is. So this miracle includes the feeding of the 5,000 plus, all the people on the hillside, and that Jesus does this with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. Underlying all that's going on here, what we need to remember, because we've already talked about it this week, is the fact that Jesus does this out of his compassion and care for the physical needs of the folks. Just as today, God acts in your life and in my life out of his compassion for you and for me and for our situation. So let's not ever forget that. Okay, I'm going to look at verse 11. Let's read that together. John chapter 6, verse 11. Jesus then took the loaves, 5 loaves, gave thanks, and distributed to those who were seated as much as they wanted. Remember, we talked about how God supplies abundantly beyond anything that we could desire, more than we need. As much as they wanted, they were able to eat. But I want you to notice this about that verse, okay, real quick. Before the miracle happened, before the food multiplied, before it all took place, Jesus gave thanks. And he gave thanks for the small amount of food. Did you see that? The 5 loaves of bread. Lord, I just thank you for this measly bread. I thank you for these 5 loaves. Jesus didn't wait for the abundance to appear before he was grateful. He was grateful with what he had in his hands, just what he had. He was thankful for that. And so that's a powerful, folks, that's a powerful example for us, for you this morning, right now. Gratitude unlocks the blessings of God. When we are thankful for what we have, when we're thankful for what we have, it opens the door for God to do more in our lives. Being thankful for what we have. So often we're thinking about what we don't have, right? We're focusing on what we don't have rather than being thankful and grateful for what we do have. I think last week we were talking about faith and doubt, and one of the lessons about faith and doubt is to by faith act on what you have and not focusing on your doubts. Faith is by acting on what you know you can do rather than focusing on your doubts. Same thing here. Blessing from God comes from being thankful for the little that's in our possession rather than being discontent with what we don't have. Even when we're facing small or difficult circumstances, cultivating this heart of gratitude. It's an attitude. I know the cliche, an attitude of gratitude, but that's a cliche, but it's so true. When our attitude is one of being thankful, it allows us to experience God's presence and his provision in ways that we would not expect. I mean, God is present and God provides, but when we're thankful for that, who knows what can come out of it. Here's the thought for today. Expressing gratitude for things that you may have taken for granted. Do that today. Express gratitude for the things that that are there around you that you may take for granted. Your health, your family, your job. Maybe just be grateful and thankful that you woke up this morning. You know that there are millions of people all over the world, millions at least, that didn't wake up this morning. They went to bed last night breathing, but they're not breathing this morning. Be thankful and grateful over your ability to take a breath and to live each day. So begin by thanking God for the small things and trust that this attitude will prepare you for greater blessings from God. That's the thought for today. Begin by thanking God for small things and trust that this attitude will prepare you for greater blessings from the Lord. All right, folks, have a great Thursday. I'm going to head out the door here in just a few minutes and head out to my conference. I hope you have a great day. Hope things go well for you today. Remember, this is the most productive day of the week right here, this Thursday. So let's get her done and let's look forward to the weekend. And the Lord willing, I'll see you again tomorrow, maybe early tomorrow or about this time. That's when we'll be on. See you again soon. Bye for now.